All right, man, coming at y'all live with another video, man. Gotta go run some errands, gotta run to my P.O. box, grab a few things out of the mail and whatnot. But real quick, man, today I wanted to make a video to let y'all know I get the question asked all the time: how do you let how do you get dealerships to let you review these cars? Definitely the way I drive. Y'all know how I get down, you know what I mean? I blow the mook off everything. But as y'all can see, I'm in the Honda as well today. You know, the dog carrier. I have my dog all day with me today. I just got off work. So, like I said, man, a lot of people ask me that question all the time: how do you get them to let you review these cars all the time? I'm going to try to summarize this video the best way possible, but there's no like one direct, blunt way to say how I get these dealerships to let me review their cars. This is pretty much what I do. I go into dealerships, I go into these dealerships and I tell them who I am, my YouTube channel name, I tell them how many views I get per video, all the analytical stuff, how many views I got total on my whole YouTube channel, how long I've been doing it, and how many subscribers I have. So y'all actually give me a lot of leverage on as far as going to these dealerships and telling them, you know, this is the growth I've had, you know, in the past 6 months, and I do car reviews, and then I give the most unprofessional car reviews on planet Earth. I keep it real direct and trill with them, you know what I mean? I tell them, like, you know, cause let's just be real. Me being who I am, 3 of them being who he is, you know, we're not the social norm on car reviewers, you know what I mean? So you gotta think, when people think of a car review, they're thinking of some lame ass, you know, well, this is the quality and this is how it pulls, and I don't do all that. I'm not giving you track times, I'm not giving you no analytical review. I'm gonna give a review to your everyday person that even a person who doesn't know about cars can find it, 1, entertaining, 2, informative, and 3, you know, they might like the cars, but at the same time, you know, they don't have to feel like, you know, they're a car guru. You know, they don't got to pretend to be something that they're not. You know, there's a lot of people in the world who like cars but don't care about all the analytical stuff. I'm one of those people. So I know there's a million other people out in the world like that. I'm actually here at the post office, so let me park. But I'm actually one of those people. So I know if there's a person like me doing it, I know there's a million other people in the world who feel the same exact way I do. So that's why I make my reviews the way I make them. You know, now, with that being said, I do keep it real with all these dealerships. I tell them who I am, how I do it. Everybody buy some merch, everybody relax. I got the merch in the description below. I got all that for y'all, man. But like I said, I tell them exactly who I am and how I do it. You know, I don't go in there and say, oh, well, I give a professional review. I'm very corny, and I don't do any of that. I just go in there and say, listen, man, this is how I do my reviews. I'm unprofessional with it. I talk like how I'm talking to y'all. I cuss. I do all that. You know, either you take it or you leave it. You know, this is the funny part. Me being who I am, and 3 of them, Mr._organic. If you haven't followed his YouTube channel, go follow him immediately. We're not the social norm on what car reviewers are. When you think of a car reviewer, you think of that real life bedtime story, puts you to sleep, la la, boring car review, you know what I mean? And so a lot of people, when you tell them I do car reviews, the first thing they do, obviously they're gonna look you up and research you, right? So when you go into these dealerships, they research you, they like, oh damn, well, this guy, first off, and this ain't no racist thing, right? But we're black and we're doing these car reviews, and the way we act is blackish, you know what I'm saying? So you don't see white people too often acting the way we act. Not that there would be something wrong with it, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to make this a race thing, but this is really what it is. I'm 6'10", 220. I'm blasted and plastered with tattoos. So is 3 of them. 3 of them really don't fit the part, you know what I mean? Like, you know, he got the beard, he got the chains, he got everything. So there's a stereotype that comes with us being who we are. And to keep it all the way real with y'all, I've gotten shot down by a lot of dealerships, you know, just based off the way we are, the way we talk, and the way we do things. Now, I know a lot of trolls out there are like, yeah, because I think that's not okay, the way you do these cars and all that. Listen, cars are made to be driven, and they're made to be driven hard. At the end of the day, they're material things. All right, so when I go into these dealerships, I tell them, I'm gonna blow the mook off your shit. I'm not gonna play with it. I'm not gonna do nothing like that, and I'm gonna give a real unprofessional review. Now, this is the thing that kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't say bother me. This kind of thing I don't really understand too well is, this is a business at the end of the day, right? YouTube is a business. Any other thing that pulls in money is a business, correct? So with that being said, when a business person makes a business, they look at the numbers, right? The numbers is the only thing that matters to a business owner, right? How much revenue they're pulling in, how much views they're pulling in, how many people they can bring in, and, you know, how can this benefit them by making a move? So my thing is, when I make a video, that's why I rock with Stillwater Fury so well, but I'm gonna get to that. my thing is, if you look at my views, you look at how long I've been doing this, 6 months, this is some real legendary shit that I'm doing right now. There's not too many people who started a YouTube channel in 6 months and is pulling the numbers that I'm pulling. There's people who have been on there 3, 4 years, 5 years that ain't got half of the subscribers. I got half of the views I got now. I'm not being cocky. That's big blessed. I'm blessed by God, to say the least. But a lot of these dealerships, man, they won't really rock with you. You know what I mean? If you're kind of like how I am, or 3 of them is, you know? So, but my thing is, I don't understand why, because you're a dealership, you know what I mean? And they set aside so much money every single month for marketing, you know what I mean? And when I do these car reviews, a lot of times, I remember when I first started, I'd go into these car dealerships and I'd do them for free. Like, I literally just walk in there and say, hey, listen, man, I got 2,000 subscribers, you know, I'll shout out your dealership, you know, you let me review the cars. It's like a win-win, right? Free marketing, right? So anybody who's in advertising know how big of a deal that is, and how much money companies pay for advertising every single month that don't pull them in no kind of revenue, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of a money pit. So it's just a hit or miss. But with mine, it's like people actually want to buy these cars and this and that and the third. So if I can get good deals and I can actually vouch for you, then I shout you out on my YouTube and y'all good people, and you know, it's a win-win. Then the people will come and they'll get whips from you off the fact that I, you know, got the whips there or whatever. So that worked out well for Fury, you know, but there's a bunch of other dealerships that I've been to that one kind of rocked with me at the beginning, but didn't rock with me later because they might have finally watched the video, you know, even though I told them who I was from the beginning, they might not have actually watched the video. Then they watch it and say, oh, whoa, we can't be a part of that, right? So there's those kind of people, and there's the people that just rock with you organically from the beginning. And then there's the other people, you know, where you go into these dealerships and you tell them exactly everything I told y'all, and you keep it real with them. And then they say, like, oh, well, we'll see if there's something we're into, and we'll give you a call. Y'all know what that means. And then after that, it's just pretty much either they rock with you or they don't. You know, that's really what it all boiled down to. And it doesn't take a couple days to think about it. It's usually right there on the spot for the people that do rock with you. It's going to happen right then and there. But you got to go into these dealerships with leverage, and that leverage is having a YouTube channel. I was able to get car reviews in even before I had a lot of subscribers. So you got to think, back when I first started doing car reviews, if you go back into my older videos when I first started, I wouldn't even drive the cars. I would just say, listen, I want to do a review on your car. I don't want to drive it. I don't want to do nothing, because a lot of people are real iffy on when you tell them you want to drive it or something like that. So what I did was, at the beginning, when I didn't even have a couple hundred subscribers, I would say, listen, I want to review this car. Just hand me the keys. I don't want to drive it. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to be in the inside, talk about the outside, and talk about the inside, you know, and talk about it from a tall guy's perspective. So that's what I did. And the more viewers I got, the more subscribers I got, the more views I got in total, the more leverage I got. Now, the more leverage I got, the more I can say, well, listen, this is my YouTube channel. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it. You know, either you're going to let me drive it or you're not. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody in the car with me. I want to kind of do it how I want to do it. And if not, it's okay. I'll just go to the next dealership, whether they're rocking with you or not. You know what I mean? If they're not rocking with you, cool, whatever. I get up out of there. And for the million people that tell me no, all I need is one person or one dealership to tell me yes for the car that I want. And that's really all that matters. But like I said, the more subscribers you get, the more views you get, the more leverage you get to get. And the more leverage you get, the more you have more to sell yourself on to these dealerships on why they should let you review their cars. Now, with that being said, if it's not up to their liking, obviously, and it goes against the social norms on how car reviews are supposed to be done, then obviously there's gonna be a lot of dealerships that feel some sort of way. But and it's usually, to be completely honest, it's usually the older, elderly type owners or GMs, or like, really, that's not up on the new YouTube, that never watched a YouTube video in their life, that still only go through the Auto Trader, you know, like that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So if it's like a younger dude and they're more youthful and they know about YouTube and they get the views, they get the subscribers, and they get the popularity on the YouTube, then them are the people that's going to be more leaning towards letting you review their cars. Like, a lot of people, they see me do my car reviews, they see all this good stuff, and they think that it's kind of getting hot in there. They think that I just go into any dealership and I say, hey, I'm talking about car reviews and I want to review this car, and they just give me the car. No, it doesn't work like that. Now, y'all getting the real behind the scenes, 100% organic truth right now. Me and 3, we walked into, man, I gotta say at least 20 dealerships here in Minnesota. And I only really have 3 dealerships that I really rock with on a consistent basis, because all them other dealerships are not really open to a new kind of car review. They're not open to us doing it like how we do it, you know what I mean? And there's not a lot of people open to it. There's different strokes for different folks, and there's a lane for everything. There's a lane for the corny people, there's a lane for the super professional people, and there's a lane for the super swaggy, you know, I don't care what nobody got to say, this is how I'm doing this, how I'm doing it kind of people, and that's my lane, you know what I mean? So there's a lane for everything, and a lot of people think that when I go into their dealerships that it's just sweet, but it's not. I've gotten shot down so many times. I've been roasted. Now, when I say roasted, I'm talking about going into a dealership and you're telling people who you are and you're selling yourself to somebody, and then somebody tells you, Nah, I'm good. I don't want to be part of what you're doing or how you're doing it. You know what I mean? And they keep it real with you like that. But see, you know, the thing is, they won't talk like how I talk. They'll say it in a very nice way, smile and all that. But they pretty much say, nah, fuck that. I'm cool on everything you do and how you do it. You know what I mean? And that's just, you got to take it for what it is. And you got to take all these L's in stride and take it straight to the chin and keep on pushing. So I go to all these dealerships. You know, there's a bunch of cars I still want to do. Like, I still want to do a Ford Raptor. But a lot of the Ford dealerships been on garbage, you know what I mean? There's a lot of Subarus I've been wanting to do, the STIs, the GTIs, the wagons, the Beetles, all that. I've been wanting to do all that stuff. But the thing is, I haven't been able to get to it because them dealerships been on garbage. Lotus, Alfa Romeo, all these dealerships that are here, you know what I mean? Definitely that Alfa Romeo one here, they're big time bougie, you know what I mean? And you got to deal with that, you know what I mean? And then definitely me being the way I am, and 3 of them being the way he is, you know, a lot of people, you know, you can't get mad at them, you know what I mean? Because you gotta think, for the most part, you know, the people who buying the $80,000 cars, $100,000 cars, that's the 1 percentile of America. You know what I mean? And the 1 percentile of America are all the people who voted for Donald Trump type shit. So you gotta think, is that really the people that's gonna agree with how I do car reviews? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? So you can't blame them because they, one, were never born in that. They never been around that. So when they see that, all they do is frown at that. You know what I mean? So you can't really blame them. So I just, like I said, I take everything in stride, and that's just kind of how it goes down. Now, when I get all these people that request me to do all these other cars, that's something that always pops in my mind. Like, I'd be like, man, people really think that I could just go to any dealership, a Buick dealership, be like, hey, man, let me get some cars right here. No. Now, the more subscribers I get, the more viewers I get, the more leverage I get. You know what I mean? So for anybody out there who's trying to get into the car review game, you know, it just depends. If you're trying to come off like a professional car reviewer and, you know, you want to be on that, you know, to me, I think it's boring. And you want to do all the torque stuff and all that. Like I said, there's a lane for everybody. You know, that lane isn't for me, but if that lane is for you, it's no shots fired at you. All right, now this is the thing. If you're trying to be on that type of time, you're gonna probably get a little bit more love than I would going into these car dealerships. You know what I mean? But this is the thing. I'm not afraid to be myself, and I'm not afraid to tell people that I'm gonna be myself in these car reviews. And some people look at it like that's ignorant or how I do car reviews or what arrogant, whatever. You know what I mean? But that's just kind of how I do it. I got a subscriber right here. What's up, champ? I'm making a video right now, man. Yeah, here. Hold on. Let me shut up, man. Say what's up to him, champ. He always coming up here, man. I'm at the post office right now, about to get some stuff on my P.O. box and mail off some merch. This is the guy, he always come up here. It's like his 3rd time coming up here and seeing me.
It's been a while, yeah.
He actually bought a shirt from me too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, what size is it?
Medium.
Medium. I think I got one right here in the bag for you, champ. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, man, shout out all your YouTubes and the Instagram. Shout out everything, man.
Right now, what I do is I actually stream on Twitch. I don't know if you know what that is or not.
I definitely don't know what that is.
Stuff and whatnot.
Yep.
Yeah, so
go ahead and break it down for him. Let them know what it is. There's a lot of people that probably don't know either.
Yeah, so basically I play a lot of like video games, like first-person shooters, that kind of stuff online, and then I live stream it to people. And I've spent a lot of money on equipment and stuff, so it's the highest quality that I can possibly make it. I'm still in the works with some other stuff, but basically if you go to twitch.tv/ransomlive, RANSOM.
Medium right here, champ. There you go. Oh, no problem.
If you do that, I play video games on there, stream it for about 6 hours every day, most of the time if I can, depending on work. So that's Ransom Live, and then my Instagram is Breakstand. Other than that, it's pretty much all I do. I just do a lot of gaming stuff. That's my niche. So
yeah, there's a lane for everything, though. I was just telling them there's a lane for everything, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I've been doing this kind of stuff since probably like 2010, 2011 when it really started to pop off. I just never had the right adequate equipment. I was so happy. I'm so anal about like quality and stuff.
Yep, quality is big time.
Best quality stuff that I possibly can.
Like I even been saying, I was supposed to get like a microphone for my GoPro, you know, other stuff, so when like the wind be there and all that.
Absolutely.
But you know, that shit costs bread, man. People don't understand that. You know what I mean?
I just bought a bunch of equipment for my computer, like a new microphone. It cost me like almost $1,000 for everything that I bought. Yeah. Put the money in though, honestly.
No, you got to. It take money. It take money to make money, man.
Yeah,
it take money to make money. I just spent $1,100 on merch for this road trip just to sell. And it's the thing, people don't understand. It's all about taking that leap of faith.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? You don't take that leap of faith, you ain't gonna be able to get to the money.
No,
you know what I mean?
Invest in yourself too.
Straight up.
100%.
And the real part is too, if y'all think about the richest people in the world, if they didn't grow up rich and they didn't have rich people above them that trickle down the money to them, everybody that took that big ass dumb loan out, you know what I mean, to invest in their business, and then it boomed into something. But if you play it safe, you don't get no reward. No risk, no reward, man. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna holler at him, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. That Volvo right there, y'all hear that thing? He gonna hit it again. Look. He got the little Volvo souped up though. Look. But yeah, man, like I said, I go into these dealerships and I tell them exactly who I am and that I'm not afraid to be myself, and this is pretty much how I'm doing things. You know what I mean? You either take it or you leave it. Just like they either gonna say you either gonna do it how I want or you gonna take it or leave it. We both got businesses. The dealership got their business. Obviously that's more like conglomerate type, you know what I mean? And I'm a up and coming trying to do something with my life business type thing, you know what I mean? So they're gonna say take it or leave it, and I'm gonna say take it or leave it, because me, I don't do it. I'm never gonna change up. I'm never gonna stop being who I am, you know what I mean? Now, a lot of people feel some sort of way about that, but I don't care about how they feel, you know what I mean? Most of the people who care some sort of way about it, they're corny little nerds who sit in their basement on a computer like this and just relax. Who cares about what you're doing in your life anyway? You know, but I tell these dealerships, you know, exactly who I am and how I'm doing it. I don't go in there and I don't say, hey, I'm a nice car reviewer and I'm keep it professional as possible, and yeah, I'm gonna take your car and I'm gonna be real uptight and square ass, sticking ass type guy. You dig? I don't do that. I'm gonna say, hey, listen, this I'm doing exactly how I'm talking to y'all. This is exactly how I talk to them. You know, and like I said, they either take it or they leave it. But this is one thing that I really want to stress to all my subscribers who are trying to get into the car review game, or trying to do anything that's, you know, out of the social norm and be the first to do something. You know what I mean? Just like LeVar Ball, like he's trying to create a brand, you know, where he's not having to go through Nike or go through Under Armour or go through the bigger shoe companies. He wants to be his own brand, you know, and the way he talks and the way he do things and the way he kind of puts himself out there isn't a social norm, you know what I mean? So it's frowned upon, and people got to understand, when you're the first to do anything a certain way that's against how it's been being done, a lot of people frown upon that, you know what I mean? So the way I do car reviews and the way I am, a lot of people frown upon that, but I do get massive love from obviously all my subscribers who are tuned in right now, you know. But for the people who aren't subscribed and the people who have clicked on some videos but never watched another video, them people feel some sort of way because it's against the social norm. They've never seen it before and they think it's just ignorant, absurd, and, you know, all sorts of crazy stuff, you know. But the thing is, when you first start something, there's going to be a lot of controversy, you know what I mean, if you're being successful at doing something different. Now the thing is, if it's not stirring up no controversy, then it's not something big, you know what I mean? But if it is stirring up controversy, it's going to be something big, and you got to understand why you're doing it. You got to stick to the script, even if there's a lot of people saying they don't like it or disagree with it. NWA, when they first started rapping, there's a lot of people who said, oh, they're harming our kids the way they rap and talk and all this other stuff, and they're one of the most legendary rap groups, hip-hop groups in all of life, you know what I mean? And that was their lane, and there was a lane for that, you know. Everybody didn't want to be like Will Smith. A lot of people were real people that lived in the real world were NWA type mindset, you know what I mean? So when it came out, a lot of people can relate to that, and it's all about being relatable, you know what I mean? So if you're a corny person and you're a professional guy, there's a lot of people that relate to you, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean? But if you're from the hood and you like me, you know, there's a lot of people that can relate to that too. So I don't look at people who do boring car reviews or professional car reviews. I watch them for years, and that's not who I am. But I watch, you know, those kind of car reviewers for years before I actually made my YouTube channel, and I never once commented and said, oh, this is a boring ass professional review. I never did that. I was just like, I get what he's doing. It's not really my thing, but I'm watching it anyway because I like the car and I like how he's reviewing it, but I might not like all the professional stuff, maybe just the driving stuff. I might take certain things away from it, but not all the things away from it. Now, if there was somebody like me who's doing the car reviews, I would have really gravitated towards them because that's more me, obviously, you know what I mean? So, but I never threw hate or shade because it wasn't something I didn't agree with, you know. But like I said, man, with the more success comes, the more controversy will come with it as well, you know what I mean? There's always gonna be people trying to pull you down. They ain't gonna like how you doing it and the way in which you're acting and all that stuff, but you just gotta take it in stride, man. Take it to the chin and keep on pushing. With that being said, like I said, I got shot down by a bunch of dealerships, you know, but like I said, man, all I need is one dealership to tell me yes. If I'm looking for a Volkswagen and 10, 20 dealerships tell me no, even all I need is one out of them to tell me yes to do that Volkswagen, you know. So even then, to me, I've dealt with controversy my whole life. When I first started playing basketball, everybody, you know, coming from prison and all I knew how to do was rob and sell drugs and, you know, stuff like that. I had a lot of people telling me, oh, play basketball, literally laughed at me, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, so I've been dealing with controversy my whole life. So when you laugh at me or you tell me no, that don't do nothing but fuel me. It doesn't make me tuck inside my turtle shell and say, oh, I can't do it. You know, it makes me be like, oh, okay, you told me no? All right, watch this. You're gonna be the one dumbass who told me no, and when I blow up, you're gonna be the one that gotta deal with that. You're gonna have to eat your own words, you know what I mean? So when I go to these dealerships, they tell me no, I just be like, oh, I take it in stride. I'm like, oh, well, thank you, and I keep it straight professional. Thank you, I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you telling me no and keeping it direct, and, you know, all that other stuff, and then I get up out of there. And I don't really hold no vengeance or no what's the word I'm looking for? I don't really hold no grudge against the dealerships who tell me no. Just in my head, I'm just like, okay, well, that's your bad, you know what I mean? And you'll come to regret that decision because I'm gonna blow, and this is what I'm doing, and this is how I'm gonna do it, you know what I mean? And there's gonna be dealerships who tell me yes to be who I am. So even when dealerships are telling you no and things aren't going your way as far as the car reviews or anything else that you're trying to do in life, you know what I mean? You just gotta keep on pushing. You keep on pushing, things work itself out. Excuse me. You don't keep on pushing, things never work itself out. You're going to be tangled up in that knot forever. But I just wanted to make a quick video, man, to let y'all know how I get dealerships to let me review these cars. I know people have been asking me that for a very long time, so I just wanted to break it down for y'all and let y'all know everything. Now, I try to summarize it the best I could, but like I said, there's no way to make that long story short, all right? So to summarize again one more time, I go into these dealerships, and I tell them exactly who I am and how I do things. I got a YouTube channel and I do car reviews, and I got X amount of subscribers, X amount of views, been doing it for X amount of time. And then it's up to them on whether they accept me to let me do these car reviews or they don't. If they don't, I go to new dealerships, and if they tell me no, I go to the next dealership, and then so on and so on and so on until somebody tells me yes. And then once I get that connect, like that's why I rock with Stillwater Fury so much, man, because they know exactly who I am. They know how I do these car reviews. They know I'm gonna blow the mook off it. They've gotten lots of complaints on how I do car reviews up there, but it's that thing. The owner rock with me, the GM rock with me, all the way down to the salespeople rock with me, all the way down to the front desk people rock with me. So there's nothing nobody could call up there and say that's gonna get them to stop rocking with me on these car reviews. Now there have been other dealerships that I rocked with initially at first that did switch up on me, but hey, that's on them. You know what I mean? They'll come to regret that later on in life. But nonetheless, you know, this is how I'm doing things, and they're cool with me on how I do it, you know. But like I said, so after you find out what dealerships rock with you, then you obviously build that friendship and you build that business friendship as well. Now, this is the thing. After you build that personal relationship with them and a business relationship with them as far as what you're trying to do, then after that, you know, there might be cars that they don't have that you got to get at other dealerships. So it's a never-ending, like, connection, attempting, like, kind of cycle. You got to continue to make them connections and friendships and bonds with other people and keep politicking with other people. And that's the real reason why even basketball didn't work out so well for me. I was never good with the politics. I'm not good at being fake. I'm not good at going up to people I don't like and trying to converse with them all for a business standpoint. You know, I'm just not good with that kind of stuff. So I'm just used to just being me and how I'm being me. You know what I mean? And that's brought me to thus far in life, you know. So you gotta think, man, I think the best thing you could do when trying to do anything is to always be yourself, you know, because not being yourself is being artificial, and then artificial only takes you so long. It only takes you so far. Being yourself takes you the furthest in life, to me. Just being yourself and being a good wholehearted person, and as long as you're doing that, man, anything in life is possible to me. But like I said, that's pretty much a breakdown and a summary of the whole video. Yeah, man, everybody been asking me for that video, but just like that, man, this video's over. No, so I don't think I've missed anything in this video at all, you know. I think I touched on all the aspects. If I did, my bad. I hope that I can mention it later or something, but I think I pretty much touched on everything, man. It's a never-ending grind, and like I said, I got an actual job. I actually train all the time, so you gotta think, while I'm working, and when I get off work, I gotta go over to these dealerships, talk to them, do this, do that, you know what I mean? So it's a real life process, but you gotta love the process, and you gotta trust the process, man. You just gotta believe in God and believe in yourself second, man, you know, and everything else will take care of itself. But that's how I get these dealerships to let me review their cars, and that's pretty much it, man. So if you're trying to do that, you're trying to do car reviews, you know, also stay tuned for the second part of this video, where I'm gonna talk about what camera equipment to use and how I actually do a car review step for step, you know, from beginning to end. You know, if you're interested in that video, comment below, let me know to post it. And if I get a lot of people that's telling me that they interested in that video, then I'll post that video, you know what I mean, and I'll get y'all that video. But just like that, man, this video's over. It's all said and done, and I hope that helped y'all, and I hope it was very informative for y'all. But just like that, man, this video's done. Gone. I'm out. I'll see you on the next video, man.